Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be solving LeetCode 169, majority element. Feel free to pause the video just to read through what the problem is asking, but I find the examples more descriptive. Given an array nums, okay, we want to return the majority element, which is just the element that appears more than at least half the time, or more than half the time. In this case, it's 3 because this array contains 3 elements. The number 3 appears twice. Okay, in this case, this array contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. The number 2 appears 4 times, which is literally more than half the size of the array. So to solve this, the first thing I'm thinking, the quickest method is I'm just going to sort the array, right? Just say nums. So I'm sorting it in place, so I don't need to create a new variable. I sort it in place. Then next, what I'm going to do is just say, hey, I want to return the middle element, right? I just want to return. Now, return, what do we want to return? We want to take this array, okay, nums. But what item do I want to return, right? I want to return the middle element. So to get the middle element, just the length of nums, okay, minus 1. That's going to give us the number of items in nums. Now I'm going to floor dividing by 2. That gives us literally the middle guy. So if I sort him, what I'm thinking is if I sort this guy accordingly, so 1, 1, 1 is going to come in front, then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 is going to be everybody else. Then the middle element is always going to be my maximum guy because he appears at least half or more than half the time. So let's go ahead and run this code and see what's going on. Okay, accepted. Let's go ahead and submit it. Boom. This was so fast, 98 percentile. Okay, in terms of memory, 12%. So let's go ahead and take note of this performance because we're going to solve it a different way. So I'm going to snip it and I'm going to hold on to that. So now back to the problem. That's a different way we can solve it. I just want to show you guys the second method of solving it. And in this second method, what we're going to do is we're going to use a hash map. So I'm going to create a hash map, a dictionary called memo. Now I'm going to iterate through every element in here. So for num in nums. Okay, for nums in num. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to say if the number we're on is not in our dictionary, guess what we want to do? We want to add him there. So memo of num equal, we want to add him, okay, with a value of 1. Okay, else, meaning he's in there, we want to increment his value by 1 every time we encounter him. Okay, so we're just keeping track of each of the items in nums and how many times he appears in nums. Okay, so while we're still in the for loop, while we're adding, so once we get to an element where that element, his key value pair, his value pair is greater than the length of nums divided by 2. It's saying, hey, the moment we get to an element that has occurred more than half the size of our array, we're just gonna return that number. No need like searching further, right? If that makes sense. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by this. So we're gonna have a dictionary something like this. So let's use this example 2 for instance. In the first iteration, we're gonna meet 2. We're gonna give him the value of 1. Okay. In the second iteration, there's 2 again. We're gonna change his value to 2. Okay, because it occurs the second time. In the third iteration, we're gonna be at 1. Okay. So since we're at 1, we're gonna add 1, give him a value of 1. Okay. In the fourth iteration, we'll meet 1 again. We're gonna update his value to 2. In the fifth iteration, which is right here, we'll meet 1 again. We're gonna update the value to 3. The value of 1 is gonna become 3. Okay. And the sixth iteration is 2. Value of 2 is gonna become 3. Okay. So at this stage, 2 has occurred 3 times, which is more than the length. It's not more than length actually. So then we're gonna go again one more time. So in this example, we're gonna go all the way to the end. So 4, and then we'll return. So something like that. So let's go ahead and check this out though. Go ahead and run this code first. Okay, accepted. Let's go ahead and submit it. Okay. So in terms of space, this guy does better than our previous example in terms of space, because here we're just at 12% now, but here we're almost at 100% now of space for people who use Python. Okay, but in terms of time complexity, our previous one does a lot better. So that's it for the video guys. I hope it was helpful and I'll see you in the next one.